Hi everyone, this is Charlize, and this is Down with Char, Beyond with Labels, and this podcast is all about people, not labels. But today I'll be talking to the one and only, the special guest for the day, the one and only Nikau. Woo! So, how you feel today?
Well, this chair is very nice. I feel really good. Yeah, let's well, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Awesome.
So, are you ready? Are you ready for the first question for the day?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So, well, tell us a little something about you.
Well, I'm Nikau Cowley. I'm an artist. I just bum around doing a bunch of stuff like drawing, conceptual art, been getting into music, do some kind of like puppetry and voiceover, sound design, basically just like whatever. Oh, logo design as well. I do some of that.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really fascinating, and I really love that. It's so cool. So yeah, so what's your full name and where are you from?
Well, my name is Nikau Waitford Cowley. I am from, let's say, so like, sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how to like structure it. Yeah, so I'm from Manidoa. Well, actually, I was, born in Middlemore, who wasn't. I was raised in Pamua for a couple of years until my sister was born, and then I've lived here for most of my life.
Oh wow, that's amazing. I mean, that's really fabulous. I really appreciate the all the things you have. So, speaking of that, what was your favorite places in your country?
Just I've gotten more into, because I used to go to the radio course that was just actually around here, wherever, and from that I had to catch the bus a lot by myself. That was after I left school, and I was out of the kind of school grind of just going there, going back. I had some extracurriculars, but really like the whole kind of school life is just going to school, going home, and then various things in between. But I had the freedom of my own schedule because I didn't have to go to the school a lot. My afternoons and mornings were pretty free depending on what the kind of day was. Some like afternoon classes, some morning classes. And I ended up just walking around Monaco, just exploring the parks and stuff and taking a lot of photos, which I've since I got my new phone because of COVID, you had to get the new phones to like scan, because I used to have a flip phone and like they didn't have the scanners, so I was forced to get a new phone pretty much, and I took photos of everything. I've always since then I've always taken a lot of photos everywhere. I like taking creative photos of architecture encroaching upon nature, especially. It's a really interesting kind of compositional values out of them. But to answer the question about my favorite places that I like to go, just generally kind of the great thing about New Zealand is that it's pretty like compact. You can walk around to places and never be far from any kind of like stores and stuff, like places, people. Doesn't take long to get anywhere really if you're walking, unless you're in like the middle of the ranges and like the South Island or whatever. But usually around like Auckland, you kind of just Auckland in general. Everywhere that I've been to in Auckland, because of the way our family is, we just kind of travel around a lot. We go to a lot of events and stuff. We're very active in the kind of just going everywhere. So every place that I've visited, like in and around Auckland, has been a treat.
Wow, that was actually really adventurous, and that's pretty cool that you're feeling active and you're feeling pretty good with your answers, and it was awesome. I kind of like the fact that you said that. That's amazing. And so speaking of active,
Mhm.
What was your favorite sports? Like, what was your favorite of all times?
My favorite sports is actually no sports. I don't like sports.
Oh, you don't know.
I remember back in middle school, one thing I used to do was I actually used to try and sport in and of itself was avoiding sport because we used to go to the pool? No, it was just the Clinton Library, yeah, where we had like a gym in the like gym area, which was adjacent to the library. And one thing I used to do all the time, just because I wanted to, because I didn't want to do sports at all, is that I used to just run over to the library. Like every time we were there, I just ran over there. I just went and hid and then read some books. My favorite sport is reading, actually.
Oh wow,
Reading is a sport. I love reading.
Same as well. I love reading as well.
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite book of where you said something with reading comic books and stuff?
Yeah. As you know, the host has known me previously as a big fan of comic books, and in particular, some of my favorite book series. Still, some of my favorite book series is the Captain Underpants book series.
Oh,
It's inspired me to become an artist, and since I was young, and has also inspired my sense of humor. So I keep coming back to it. I have like a full collection of books at home, and they continue to inspire me to this day. And I still love reading more kind of some like stories and like graphic novels, comics, of course. But I also really like reading informational books, or at least informational like teaching you stuff about like how to do like radio and stuff. Not necessarily like to get into those like practices as like a guide to get in. It's just the like conveying information as an art that I find very fascinating, and I would like to write some kind of instructional books if I get the time in the future.
well, that's actually really, really, really good. I really like that. That's really like literally. Wow, I'm like actually out of words, but that's definitely fantastic and fabulous. Oh, okay. So are you ready for another question?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
we might just wait till this plane's gone.
Oh, okay. We are waiting for the plane, I guess.
Recording a podcast in a flight path is an excellent,
Oh, sorry about that. Okay.
No, it's
All right.
fine. It's
Okay,
fine. This
I
is
think-
a lovely this is a lovely set.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Anyways, back to the questions. Oh, when these you so funny, Nikau. So the next question I want to ask you is, what do you like about yourself?
What I like about myself is let's see. I have to kind of like format an answer because what happens with myself that I've kind of learned to appreciate. It's just something that I've like learned to accept about myself because I am different from other people. Otherwise, I wouldn't be on this podcast. But one thing, it takes me a while to think of things, and it's not really because I'm like actually thinking through like preset options. That's how I kind of see thinking depicted in a lot of how people describe thinking a lot. We're just like, should I go with like thing to say A or thing to say B? Where in my mind, I'm trying to like form A or B, like the words are kind of coming together into something that's like, oh, it's this. It's a different way of thinking, I think. I'm not sure how other people think. We can only have like a kind of, as humans, we can't really like fully grasp how other people think because we're all entirely different. And to look into each other's minds is something that's still out of our reach at the moment. But
Wow.
something that I like about myself is I like being analytical. I like that about myself. I can like entertain myself by looking at something and breaking it down, taking it apart. I used to do that with toys a lot. I had unrestricted access to a screwdriver, so I took apart and put together a lot of my toys. Some toys stayed apart more than like put together, but it's just whatever. It gave me an important lesson. So there's that. There's the fact that I have so many things that I am interested in, and there's never like a kind of like a dull moment with me. I'm really fascinated with like boring things, like looking around like at like architecture and stuff like that. Like if I could be like let loose in an environment that doesn't really have a lot going on, I could always find something interesting to say about like one thing, like maybe a tree or something.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
And I'm funny, I guess. I like that. I like being funny.
You're so funny.
And making fun with other people. And I'll just probably leave it at that for now. I'm like analytical, I'm interesting and funny and not a plane. Do you guys just like wait it out, or do you just talk over the planes?
We just love to talk over the planes because it's just planes being planes.
Yeah, it shows us the kind of contrast that we're down because the planes are up.
Yeah, that's really, that's really really good. Yeah, honestly, that was really good. Yeah, sorry, I literally have no words on it, but it's really fabulous. That was really amazing, and that was really good things to say.
Yeah, is it okay when I look at you? Is I got eye contact? Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
And then plus we like good friends making this cool contact thingy shenanigans.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
Okay, so do you have any do you have any special talents or anything?
Well, pretty much everything that I mentioned earlier. I'm pretty adept with a lot of things. I'm very sorry. Ever since I was a kid, I was very perceptive. I picked up in a lot of things, like how to so I do a lot of kind of like voices, puppetry, video editing, sound editing. Like I'm getting into like music production.
Oh wow!
And drawing. I want to try like 3D modeling.
Wow.
That's probably not going to be for like a little bit because I have stuff to do to like finish. I'll probably just find some way to widget in, but that's pretty much it for now, unless I can think of anything else, which I can't at the moment. Those are like the biggest things.
Yeah, that's really really cool to hear all your answers about being a singer and all the stuff.
Oh yeah, right. I sing.
Can you sing?
Yes.
Oh, speaking of singing, who's your favorite singer?
I want to say right now, not right now. Well, okay. I'll just say my favorite singer is Barry Manilow. Whenever he like sings, he always brings like such a positivity to whatever he's like singing. It's like impossible to be sad when hearing him sing music, and that's what I really like about him as a singer.
Oh, that's good. Does it bring any good vibes in the song? Or is it like a really good good song to listen to?
Like a lot of really good, like pure happy music. It's more so about like acknowledging the human condition, and like we can sing sad songs. He sings happy songs. Was it Copacabana is really sad, the story that happens in that song, but the way he sings it, it's just like acknowledging like what's happening, and it's past. It's not like overly kind of like bubbly happy. He's just kind of a human that's like happy to be alive.
Yeah, it does bring a good life with all the music. That you have a good taste of music.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that was literally the best. That was literally the best of all times. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I kind of like that. That was amazing, and I love your answers. So so are you ready for another question?
Mm-hmm.
So, what makes you happy?
Just my hobbies. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be answering anything different to these kind of questions, but just outside of like pursuing my hobbies, definitely my family and my friends make me happy because they help me kind of relate outside of myself. Because of course I could entertain myself, but because I'm like pretty okay at like keeping myself entertained and stimulated, that I would just end up seeking kind of companionship anyway. Or it's like I usually have the kind of thought that I never want to do things, even though I end up doing things alone a lot. I would not really want that. I want to share my experiences with people. I want to like look back on memories and like say to my friend or my family member, whatever, and be like, "Hey, remember when we did this?" That's my approach to every kind of situation. I try to like every time I'm with my family, I try to get them to do something with me, and it doesn't always work, but
oh, what do
yeah, but yeah, when they do, we always have like a fun time. I'm sure like what I do is appreciated, but yeah, I'm still trying to get people to do things with me. Sound like a car.
Yeah. Oh my days. Speaking of family, what was your first memories of your family?
My favorite memories of my family is usually when we go on trips. We go on a lot of trips, as I've alluded to earlier. We like to travel a lot. There was let's see, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. A couple of Christmases ago, we went to Australia to spend it with my dad's family. We had a really cool Christmas party where we sung karaoke. That was really cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Just killing it. We got to use like a like a smart TV. That was the first one that I've seen that like worked, where you spoke into a microphone and it picked up your letters, and that was actually pretty consistent, even with like our accents. You'd think like you'd want to speak into like one of those like microphones, just like, "Hey, play songs, play all the songs," just announcing everything so it can catch it, because you know New Zealanders are famously lazy with English, and you say something and like with one of us could like make it out, but if you say that to anyone else, they'd look at you like you're insane. It was just like, what are you saying? Why aren't you saying half of the letters that you mean to say? What is going on with how you're speaking? That is alien to me. That is entirely incomprehensible. Are you speaking another language?
Oh my days.
Do you have peanut butter in your mouth?
Oh my days. So did the microphone turn to a alien when you guys were trying to sing with your karaoke and stuff?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that is to say that we had a fun Christmas party with our family.
That's amazing.
I'm trying to think of other kind of, because I guess what I'm trying to think of is like interesting things, because it's like interesting things to kind of relate, because like a lot of like good memories of like trips. It's like we were together. It was fun, and it's not that doesn't matter because it's not interesting. I'm just trying to think of something interesting to say for the podcast. We went to trying to think of ones that we've done this year. For Easter we also went to Australia. We went to the big Westfield. I'm not sure if that's the biggest mall in the southern hemisphere. I thought I always heard that about Sylvia Park, but I'm not sure if that's the case. That mall is pretty big. Got some like really cool kind of stores in here that they still have. I think it's the Body Shop. They still have some of those there. They don't have any in New Zealand anymore, I don't think.
I don't.
So
I'm not too sure.
Checking that out, yeah. And yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Well,
I'll just wrap that up for that segment. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that.
Yeah, that's good. Honestly, all the memories you have was really inspirational, and it's pretty cool. Honestly, I keep saying it so many times. It's really cool, but it's actually fascinating, and I kind of like the other things you have. It's amazing.
Right.
yeah. So back to the questions again. So are you ready for another question again?
You bet.
Oh, you betcha. Okay, so the next question I was gonna ask you, and that actually popped out of my head, is who makes you what are you proud? I mean, what are you proud of?
Proud of. Okay, it's kind of it's actually kind of hard for me to be proud because I try to I don't know if that's like how my kind of psyche is, but I try to tell myself like when I am proud and when I like deserve to be happy about big accomplishments. It just kind of doesn't like penetrate it. But I'm figuring if I like pretend enough, then I'll finally like come to my senses and realize that I should be proud of the kind of the life that I lead, the fantastic support that I have from my family and my friends, and like I don't know if I'm like already again I have no idea to know like what these feelings are supposed to feel like. I guess unless they happen and we're like, wow, I'm feeling pride or
Yeah.
something. I just kind of do my best to kind of and it's not faking. Like this is something that I kind of like think about with how I am. It's just kind of sorry. It's like I don't know if exasperating is the word, but just kind of expanding upon like the feeling that is supposed to be there that I do feel, but because of how I am, it's just kind of like silent. I used to be really silent as a kid. I'm still like, my like base form is pretty like silent. I don't really like to talk a lot, but because I've done a lot of acting and stuff. I said earlier I did the radio school. I know how to talk. So that helps me get through not being able, not being willing to talk because I know how to get through a situation either as fast or as like kind of expressive as I can to just kind of get through it. But like, anyway, getting back to what makes me proud. I guess that makes me proud how I can I'm good at acting. So I'm good at kind of like performing within society, what they kind of expect from me, which isn't a bad thing. It's just that kind of I know how to kind of like sorry, hit the mic. I know how to kind of mesh with like society that I can like. It's like, oh, okay, that kind of works for me and that works for them, and then life goes on, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And proud of my family, proud of that. And I am proud of my achievements. I just released a video game recently. My dad made an awesome documentary about me, and just the opportunities that I've had. I'm proud to be a part of them. I was on TV once.
Oh.
I can't remember what episode it was, but we were on like, if anyone remembers, like Mucking In, which is a TV show from ages ago, and then we were in that kind of renovating our nana's backyard, and all the like cousins in that were on that. They were very young. I've actually been on TV a couple of times. Actually, now that I think about it, there was after that there was we're part of the Pacifica Autism Support Group, which is still going like strong. We have like we have like 4 big events a year, and then like some like films in between that, and I don't know if it was the first one. It was at least the first one that we went to. There was a news report for Tangata Pacifica on it, and you can see me. I'm wearing like a white hoodie on it, and I think we did like a TV interview for the documentary that my dad did, and I believe that's it.
Oh, wow.
It's a little filmography. Yeah. I'm proud of all those things.
Well, speaking of proud, I'm actually so proud of you being on TV, and it's actually really cool, and yeah, I'm just happy for you. You know, I'm happy with you. I'm just happy to be your best friend to me as well. Anyways, enough with the awkwardness. I don't want to like boost you or anything. I know you said you're a big fan of actors.
Yeah.
Who is your celebrity crush?
Oh, see, my celebrity crush is probably, I want to say Leah Thompson is my celebrity crush.
Oh.
Still my celebrity crush.
Oh, okay.
Was it watching like was it? Because I had as a kid I had DVDs of I had DVDs of a lot of movies, and I used to watch like Back to the Future and like Howard the Duck a lot. Howard the Duck is one of my favorite movies of all time, and Leah Thompson's in both of those. I think she's very pretty.
Oh yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So, like, out of the bat, that was your favorite celebrity crush?
Yes.
Oh, like that's amazing.
Yes.
I mean, it's really
Fantastic.
yeah. It's just fantastic. I have nothing else would say. Yeah, slay. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not saying that again. Okay. Anyways, are you ready for another question?
You bet.
Okay. So for the next question it's now I'm going to talk about goals and for the future. So
Right.
my question is, what are your dreams?
Well, my dreams is this is probably gonna go like into like talking about how to like achieve my goals and stuff like that. And well, I just have to kind of like process and kind of plan those at the moment, because a lot of my dreams for the future are just kind of thoughts in my head at the moment. I haven't really actualized or like put any action towards actualizing them, except for just, you know, like keeping going creatively.
Yeah.
But to actually put that energy towards like a something, I don't have that something in mind, like something that I definitely want to become in like 5 or less years. But just like some stuff I want to do in the future is I want to create something animated. I want to make more video games. I want to do more voiceover work, and I think that's it for now.
Wow.
Like me personally.
Yeah. That honestly, that's really, really cool, and it's really, really I have no interesting words, but
Another thing I want
Yeah.
to do is check my phone. Where all those notifications coming from?
no, it's actually from nobody, by the way. Anyways, how will you achieve your dreams, and who will support you?
So definitely, as always, I have my family to support me, but of one of my like goals that I need to kind of actualize, I think, and it's kind of been gnawing at me because I have so much support, is to
Yeah.
try and be more independent, because of course, like because I have such like a strong like kind of support base, it's kind of discouraged me from doing stuff on my own, and I need to try and you know, just kind of like make that leap and do more things by myself. And then once I'm like a stronger person, I can accept that help and be better for it, because it'll be two like forces of momentum working together. So it'll be much better for both of us if I'm kind of my own person and being helped by more also helped by independent people.
Yeah.
So yeah, to achieve my goals is to set kind of achievements to do short term kind of stuff, just put into perspective everything that I want to do and all the steps that I need to get there. That's what you do.
Yeah, that's pretty pretty and interesting, and that was really fascinating, and I love everything what you said, and yeah, that's really cool that you that things that supports you a lot to you, and yeah, that's pretty cool, and good on you. I love that. I really love that about you. It's amazing.
Thank you.
And yeah, no worries. So Are you ready for another question?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll take it away for you. My question for another one is actually we have a bonus question. No, actually, no, not yet. So, my question is, what do you want people to know about you?
Basically, I've never been really good at doing like a first impression kind of thing. Not that like my first impressions turn out bad or like they're like a huge failure. It's just that I kind of prefer the kind of thing that's gotten me like the most places successfully is kind of weaseling my way into groups. What happens is that I hang around people and then just kind of by assimilation, by how much time that I spend in that area, I become a part of the group, and that's just what's gotten me anywhere. Just hanging around people that I want to hang out with, and then kind of penetrating the group because of my loyalty to them, and just kind of like, hey, you guys are interesting people, and I find you interesting. I want to hang out with you. Being more direct is something that I'd probably want to work on for the future because I can't do that. All the time. It is a good method, but there's other methods. It's not the method.
That's cool. So what is method to you?
I would think I don't know a lot about like solid methods for finding like friends, but just be kind of proactive, I guess. Just like if you like find anyone that you'd like gel with, you gotta like shoot your shot and be like, hey, talk about interests and stuff, work your way in. And if I play the slow game a lot, where in like more social spaces, just kind of like hang out with people that interest you, and then eventually you'll be a part of their team if you kind of engage with them enough, kind of thing. That's what I've been doing, and there's probably more methods than that, but those are like the top two in my head.
That's cool. And but yeah, does when you said shoot your shot with a person, and who do you shoot your shot to?
Well, really, I haven't been
No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, yeah, I have nothing to answer this one, but actually, that's really cool answers, and I really the fact that you said that about the method thing, about shooting your shot and being there with your friends.
Yeah.
And
sometimes you just gotta make a leap for some people.
Yeah, you just have to get. Oh yeah, with everything you said. That's pretty awesome. I really like your answers, and it's really fantastic and fascinating, and everything that brings you a good vibes, and I really love that about you. Yeah, thank you about that. And when I said the bonus question, are you ready for the last bonus question for the day?
I'm intrigued.
Okay, I'm so intrigued as well. Okay, so this question that literally popped out of my head and my voice. I'm just gonna say this. So, what disability do you have?
Well, just to okay, so I have Asperger's syndrome, which I believe is not a thing anymore for whatever reason. So it's just autism is the thing. Very kind of like the characteristics that I kind of remember about people with autism is that it's like usually like appreciate bluntness and I'm trying to remember other things. I haven't really been like exposed to a lot of people kind of like talking about that. I know in like another thing that I kind of I might just say like off the record is that like autistic people are very kind of from what I know, they're very kind of sensitive to noise.
Yeah.
But they're also kind of unaware about like what kind of like like the noise that they make or kind of like the presence that they have in a room. I definitely like am a burden to my family because of how much I stand in doorways and stuff, because I lose track of where I am and have to figure out where my family's going. And to be fair, like my family has to go like everywhere all the time, and then they just kind of don't tell me what they're doing, so I have to figure it out by myself. But as I said before, I'm very slow at thinking, so I'm just kind of a nuisance. So okay, it's getting back to the very not self-aware and also very sensitive to noise, and those are a lethal combination, because when sometimes when a couple of autistic people get into a room, they end up like setting each other off, because it's like winding something up. The forces end up like affecting each other, and you don't want to hang out with a lot of like autistic people unless they kind of like have that kind of thing, not like under control, but like, you know, they have like a kind of like fortitude for that. I have like a pretty like strong like fortitude for that, and so I'm still like kind of annoyed by that because it's my nature, but I can kind of like let that kind of sit and just get to what it is that I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah, it's like
It's
a vision or something.
yeah, it's just kind of it's just kind of like what happens, and it's said that that is the case, but it's yeah.
Yeah. So
That's just something that is like the truth that people of my like persuasion have to deal with.
True. Yeah. So when you say that all with your answers, what what does it mean to you with your answers?
Uh,
With your answers, where you said, or autism or anything or all that stuff you said before, what does it mean to you?
So just what it means to be autistic. I don't have a lot of experience with like finding out what it is. My parents didn't. They said when I was born and when I was diagnosed, that was the first time they'd ever heard of it. So I really haven't had that much experience with it, other than like, I got like a tutor, not a tutor, someone who like came into our house when I was young and kind of evaluated me. I forget what that was, what it was called, and I did a thing in a primary school where one day a week I went to the Gifted Kids program, GKP, and that was a lot of fun. I don't know what like the like requirements for that were, but that was just like a fun thing that I got to do because of that.
Yeah.
It's really weird. I don't really know a lot about like that, other than it's given me a lot of like opportunities because of my disability. It's
yeah.
I don't know, because there's something at the back of my mind that's like, I'm not like sorry.
That's hard. You gotta take your time.
At the back of my mind, that's just like, why am I? Because I'm not like I guess like sorry. I'm trying to form my words. Because I was saying like off the podcast beforehand that we really aren't like the best kind of judges for what kind of disability that we have, because we've lived our whole lives with it and have no kind of reference outside of ourselves for like how like the normal people are supposed to act.
Yeah.
So really, like, what do we got? There's like no reason why we like shouldn't be like who we are and stuff. And it's just kind of strange to me, because I kind of like, there was a little bit of like paranoia, but not, it didn't really like make it into my kind of head, where just like I just thought it was a little weird. Like sometimes people treat me with like kid gloves and stuff, and it's like, hey, how are you doing? Oh, are you okay? Oh, like is this okay for you? Kind of thing. And I was like, yeah, if I had a problem, I'd tell you. I'm not kind of like I'm not gonna like do anything. It's just people like treat me really weird and didn't really like treat me like a person. But that wasn't really, that was like a couple of people, and then I kind of got that conflated with people being like nice to me as a kid. Like whenever someone like waved at me and said my name and said hello, because this is like during like primary school. My mum's a teacher at the primary school that I went to, and
that's cool.
I always kind of suspected as like a kid that like maybe she told everyone to be nice to me. I didn't like kind of understand that like people were just saying hi to me and being nice to me because they wanted to. I was like, did she put them up to this? What's happening? And not out of like any kind of like maliciousness. It's just like I kind of like connected the two kind of things in my head, which is people were being weirdly nice to me because I was like autistic again. Didn't know what that meant. Still kind of don't really know. I've just kind of osmosis from like some of my friends who are autistic, what my parents have said. My little sister Gia is also autistic, and just based off of that kind of thing, just kind of constructing a self-image based on like the how I'm perceived by the world around me, which is kind of not. It doesn't really matter. I already kind of like. I'm okay with how I am, but like, sometimes you just want to figure out how you're perceived, because it's like, how do you come off to the world is kind of fascinating to me, because I haven't had a lot of that. I've just kind of been like doing myself, and then people kind of politely kind of go on with their lives, and then I just kind of think like, how did I come off to that person? Did they understand that I was like autistic? Did they kind of like think about it? Am I like is it like obvious? Am I like I can't think of like a third thing. It's just that it's just very interesting to figure out how you're perceived in real life.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's really. I mean, that's really, really touchy and really and inspirational, and I that's really really good moments you were just talking about with your answers, and that honestly the only person that you can, I don't know, I know I think you feel happy about yourself, and no one cannot judge by a book its cover, but it's better than anything else. But it's better of being happy and being yourself as well, and it's awesome. I really love that about you,
Thank you.
Nikau. Thank you about that. So for the last question I was gonna ask you is, what do you want people to see? Is it just you, or is it just a disability label?
I don't know who's answered the latter. It would be like weird because it seems like I'm being pushed to answer the former, so I'll answer the former.
Sorry.
I want to see myself as I want people to see me as a person, and myself. I'm Nikau Cowley, and I just happen to be autistic, and that makes me who I am, but that's not all of me. The kind of what you're supposed to say to this kind of thing.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
No, it's fine. It's just like you can't find a way to like say that kind of differently. Because that's kind of the truth, and anyone who's kind of in this kind of scene kind of knows it. It's the kind of answer that you'd like arrive at if you're doing this kind of thing. But just to say some of my own words, I guess. What is it? So. I kind of wonder sometimes like what I kind of would be like if I like didn't have autism, if I would be the same but just not autistic, because I know some people who are some aren't diagnosed, but like who aren't autistic, but I still kind of relate to them and kind of go back and forth with them, and they're interesting, and there's not kind of like a perceivable kind of gap in what makes like a neurotypical person versus a neurodivergent person. It just kind of comes and goes. Like they're just people, but we have labels that I don't know, get us government funding.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So now you already finished all the answers of my questions. So before our in this podcast real quick, do you have any last words? Do you want to say anything?
I just want to say, well, thanks for having me on this podcast. You've been a really lovely interviewer.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't really have like a lot of kind of prelim for how this podcast was going to go. I've just been answering to kind of the best of my ability, like just off the cuff, and it's actually been a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you. Honestly, thank you for. I just want to say thank you for coming to this podcast,
No problem.
thank you for being honest to yourself. And I really love all your answers, and that was pretty awesome. Thank you so much for coming on this podcast, Nikau.
Thank you.
No worries. Anyways, so I just want to say for the camera, I just want to say thank you for listening, and I just want to say thank you for listening from Down with Char, Beyond with Labels. Everyone has a story, and everyone's matters. But anyways, whawhatai lava, and I love you all, and see you next time.
See you later.
Woo! Woo! Okay, that's awesome.
Kia ora te whānau tala whalawa, mālo lana soi fō mau manilangi mamā, mālo lei whakalawhai atu and kia orana. Hey, we're back again, obviously down with Char, and we have the luxury of this well-renowned man. Obviously, you know who he is. Obviously, awesome animator, and needs no introduction, Ali Cowley.
Hey.
Mālo lava also, obviously, we just witnessed the interview with Nikau and Charlize. And so I thought just to get your perspective as a parent, but more so as a father.
Yeah.
And it's always wonderful to have the bit of a talanoa around your views as a father and more so as a parent. But also when Nikau was first diagnosed with autism, and obviously the subheading of the podcast is Beyond the Labels. And hearing that label, did that label help or hinder the way you looked at your son at the time, and even more so know that he's grown into adulthood?
Yeah, well, from the beginning, so when he was born, it was definitely something was going on with him. And so in terms of our journey from when we eventually got him diagnosed, it was more, so aside from what you're saying about the labels, it wasn't just the first part of it was just finding out what actually was happening. So from the diagnosis, with Asperger's, mild Asperger's syndrome was what the diagnosis was. It was more of a, so let's find out what this is all about and how can we, well, initially was how can you, and it's only in retrospect thinking about, how can we fix him? And that's not really what it was in the future as we got to know more about it. Is not what, as a young parent, that was the goal, and it wasn't really realistic, because once you find out that it's actually part of them for the rest of their life, it's not really there's no fix for it. It's you have to adapt as a parent, and then, but it's at the same time sees our first child, so that we had nothing to gauge it against. Yeah, so when it comes to further on in our life with Nikau, getting to know him and understanding we're as a parent, first child, that's how we're just getting to know our child in the first instance, and then in the second instances was, he's diagnosed with something. So, you're dealing with both those things, but at the same time, you have nothing to grasp or compare against to how it should be. So, first parent vibes, and then also diagnosis on top of that, going, okay, so what does that mean? Yeah. On top of we're trying to help him with his first word, his first words or his first school or whatever, whatever that was. It's those things on top of that. So labels could helpful because it helps you understand what you're dealing with in the first place, but then later on that starts to turn into something else. Like, say, for example, is a good example is that he maybe get excluded from things because he had that label. So yeah, that could be turning to a negative thing. And that was in the past. So, you got to understand that we're dealing with the geography of what the clinicians and all that were giving us at the time. Yeah, it was very, not unheard of, but it wasn't very mainstream. So not like now, it's like we've got all these support groups and the way that you're treated with the clinicians now, it's a bit more respectful and more understanding than it was back in the early.
Yeah. And I totally agree. Obviously, when you have a child with a disability, this is just your child. It's a child. It's a child. It's my child. It's just Nikau. It's just Charlize. I won't treat them any other way. This is my child. And I totally understand what you're saying. Yeah. Also, just because sometimes there's a bit of a stigma. And there's sometimes people a bit of a negative vibe in terms of you have a child, and people often feel got all 5 years. They kind of feel bad for us or feel sorry for us. And so, often we have the fear as parents, regardless of you have a child with disability. But what was your biggest fears for him growing up as a child? Has it changed, or have they stayed the same as he's moved into adulthood?
The fears come from the other people that perceive your child to be either, say for example, you go to somewhere and you have to be quiet, and talking about Polynesians, either it's church or it's a function that you need to keep your kids quiet, and that's when the fears start kind of creeping in, because as well as if you're in the public, and then social behaviour, if you're in the bank, it doesn't say nothing in the bank about being quiet or anything, or in the doctors about being quiet. It's just the way that everyone is kind of trained to behave around each other, and it's an unsaid rule that's around. So yeah, the fears come from, it's already instilled in you as a parent, as a person already just grown up in the social society. So yeah, it's kind of fears come from that, and it's it's not really a fear that's it's the way people react to you. So yeah. And also because you're brought up in church or something, so that you have to behave a certain way. So as soon as everyone else's fears of your child acting up gets put on you, then it makes you anxious. So yeah, they can be. And if you don't have anyone on your team or on your side from your own family who say they just turn around and look at you and you go, hey, that's your, but you're related to them too. So where's your empathy towards, and not saying that this happened with our family or anything, but just in terms of, the fears. Yeah. And then as growing up, the only fears are just, and the world's changed a lot, but still the world is still ignorant in certain areas. But yeah, just got fears of people just putting that, especially when you hear about news in America, about how, and this is a fear I'm now passing on to Nikau, and I don't really want to, but this is the reality of if you're traveling overseas, that there's a fear of the police in America. Not all of them. They don't understand what you'd think they would be trained to understand the psychology of certain different types of people that they deal with. So in terms of mental health, in disabilities, you'd think that they would have some kind of a basic training towards that, but when you see reports on the news about unfortunate things happening to someone who will be on the spectrum and the way that they've been treated, unfortunately, it can be quite, makes you fearful quite a lot. So yeah, I don't know how you feel about that too, but it's just something that's, because obviously you want your child to travel and be just how you were when did you travel a lot when you were? You don't want to put that fear on your child that travel, because with that label of what they have, and what you've heard about it or actually seen evidence of it's happened, you don't want to put that on your child, but you do want them to be aware of it. And but because you're a great parent and you know you've been, and I don't say I've been a great parent, but just that you've role modeled them to give them the skills that they could one day just leave the nest and just be their own person. That you hopefully that you didn't want to transfer the fear onto them, but you just wanted them to be aware.
Yeah, no, I agree as well. Oh, you said it. You hit it on the head, Ali. In terms of being aware, it's important. Obviously, we're making our child aware, but vice versa. These people in those positions, like you said, the police, they should be aware. They should be educated. They should be well versed in terms of dealing with people with different different personalities, but also different people, different disabilities as well.
Yeah.
So I totally agree also. But also just one more thing, because I watched the interview in sharp, very sharp. What I gauged from Nikau, very sharp, very clever, very
dude.
witty, but also very talented. And I know you're a very proud dad, and you should be. You have every right to be very proud. And so just one more question. What's one thing you wish the wider community knew about Nikau, besides not just about Nikau with the autism, but Nikau as a whole person? What's one thing you wish they knew about him, but also how you think, man, this is how you need to treat my son?
I would never promote that Nikau has autism. I'll just say, oh man, my son's so talented. He can voice your commercials. He can voice your games, your characters. He can act really well. So I'm just looking straight down the camera and saying that my son is really talented and he can do all the things that you need if you need an actor, voice actor, in a play. He's a puppeteer, and he can design games. He's a really good artist. I didn't have to teach him much. He just kind of did his own thing, and I was just doing my own thing, and we just happened to be into the same thing. So it's really cool, and we like chatting about stuff, and we go on trips, and when we're together, we have a lot of fun because we just talk about things that we're interested in. And like this is one thing to say that, because Nikau took he likes Back to the Future, so we had a really cool trip overseas, and just happened to be on Back to the Future Day, but we didn't realise it was Back to the Future Day. No, even though we were Back to the Future fans. But then Nikau picked up that it was on the television that was Back to the Future Day. So then we just looked it up and we were like, oh, that's actually the place where the doc and went back in time at the mall. Twin Pines is just down the road from us. So we just drove there and met up with my cousins. We went to watch a movie because the movie was out, and so. And then we just had so much fun. Nikau took photos with the DeLorean at Twin Pines Mall with these fans, and he had a really good chat. And I stood back and watching him going, oh, wow, look how amazing he is. He's just chatting with these guys then about the movie. And we're actually at the place where Doc Brown went back to 1950.
Back to the Future.
It's about Nikau. He's his own man, and he's really talented, and he can get along with anyone. So, although the labels and the kind of what we think that autism is, I don't see that. I just see that Nick's really talented, and he can do anything he wants to do. Yeah,
absolutely right, and he is very capable, very competent. Capable. Yeah, very competent young man, and he's got good taste as well. Leah Thompson. Oh man.
Dude. Bro. I'm really your eyes open. Sorry.
But otherwise, it's been a pleasure, Ali. I know it's very quick, but we need to get you back on sometime very soon in 2026. But also, if you look down the barrel of the camera, and what's one thing you would want to say to your son?
I love you, Nikau. Go for it. I know he's right there when I'm looking over here. Yo, what's up?
So, Tele Lava Ali, hey, once again, the amazing Ali Cowley.